Where's Lynn?
He's in the box.
Come now.
He's on
Thank
his
you.
way there. What's that?
All right, State. So today you were to make an offer.
Yes, Your Honor, we provided him with an offer.
Cornelius is acting as though that's not it.
It's
He
very
did not
steep,
like my offer.
very steep. Judge.
It's very steep. All right. Ms. Ferguson, give me a 2-week reset for our plea deadline date.
2 weeks, you said?
Yes, 2 weeks.
Just cut back. Should be 30 days. Ah,
I don't believe that's true, Judge. I think it's. always
Thank
been 2
you.
weeks. Yeah.
You know, when you said there was a steep price to pay, you know what it made me think of? Did you ever watch the movie called 5 Card Stud?
oh, I've seen it.
In that, there's that episode where, there's a scene where the preacher comes in and he saves Dean Martin. And Dean Martin's like, thanks for saving me. Is there anything I can do? And he told Dean Martin, yeah, you can come to church for a month of Sundays. And you know what he said? That's a steep price to pay for saving a man's life. 5 Card Stud movie is really underrated. That's a good movie. What date?
August 29th.
All right. So we'll be back on August 29th.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Rodney McDowell,
All right. Yeah.
were you on time for court today?
No, ma'am,
Why not?
because I'm homeless and I've been trying to, I've been living pillow to post.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What did you say?
I'm homeless. I just got out of jail 3 weeks ago. And
Okay.
I've been trying to get somewhere to stay and figure out how I'm gonna be able to get back and forth to classes, because I also have CPS going on as well.
Mhm.
And I don't have any money, don't have a job, and I've been looking for one, so I had to wait till my uncle or someone sent me money to get me an Uber. Because
If you take the Via bus, it's cheaper than an Uber.
yes, ma'am, but staying on 1604, there's no via buses.
See, that's where people call their city council person and tell them there's no Via bus off of 1604.
I don't know who the city council is.
Oh, everybody should know who their representative is. People use their phones for so many things, but unnecessary things. And then when it's something important, and this is just not for you, this is for everybody to do this. When you ask them, who is your state representative? Who is your US senator? They're like, I don't know. I'm like, Google it. You can put your address in and it'll tell you it will tell you who your city council person is. It will tell you who your commissioner is. It will tell you who your state representative is. It will tell you who your US House representative is.
Who are all those people, if you don't mind me asking?
It would have to be whatever your address is. Everybody doesn't have the same city council. Everyone doesn't have the same
Oh, I'm
commission.
sorry, because I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
No.
I apologize.
No need to apologize. You know what? My mom always says, you should learn something new every day. If you did not learn something new, then your day was wasted.
Yeah, I learned something new today.
See, there you go. So if you have a phone,
Yes, ma'am.
if you Google in your phone, your address, and if you just put in, I'm very country, so I will put in who's state representative for, and you put in your address, and it'll pop up. Every person that you're allowed to vote for will pop up and you'll know who it is. I can't tell you who it is because I don't know your address, but the commissioners, they're divided up 4 distinct people. And you can call the commissioners and say, because commissioners court, they're in charge of city maintenance per se, or county maintenance per se. And they will be, if you go to them when they have a commissioners meeting and you say, we need some more Via buses off of 1604, then they'll do it.
Oh, okay. I was so lost. I'm sorry. I'm thinking something about court or something. You're talking about calling them to.
Yes, so you can get to court on time.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I apologize.
All right. And that purse, isn't that a Michael Kors?
No, ma'am, it's not. And I have a Michael Kors like this.
See, we got to spend money where we need to spend money. All right.
This is old.
That's okay. Sometimes we got to let things go so we can get to where we need to be.
Yeah.
All right, 30 days reset. Do you have all the discovery? Did you tender an offer?
We did tender an offer, Judge. I don't know if we've done the discovery acknowledgement yet, Judge.
Judge, we're still working through that. I believe that I do have it. Just need to work through it, but 30 days is what we asked for just because it's for setting.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, on this due plea deadline date in 30 days, that'll give you time to make arrangements.
To get here?
Mhm.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Of course.
All right, Ms.
Time.
Ferguson,
September 19th.
September 19th. They'll give you a reset form, then you're excused.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And if you walk downtown, there are plenty of places that are looking for people to work.
Yes, ma'am. I've been looking since I got out of jail.
Okay.
They've been asking me about like my background and stuff since I got these.
Oh, well, they actually, what is the place where they're doing it for people who have history, criminal history?
Your Honor, I can double check and give it to her before she leaves.
You'll have something before you leave.
Okay, thank you.
We're a full service court here.
Yeah, this is my first time being here, so I don't know how to do anything.
Okay,
I'm new. so-
all right, we're gonna make it happen.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Judge, the complainant.
Yes.
Garland.
Mhm. All right, what's happening with this case?
Um,
Today is plea deadline date.
Your Honor, the state and I have had conversations and
Judge, I was aware that it's a plea deadline date, but I was on the impression that defense did not want an offer at all.
Okay.
And the plea negotiations possibly would cause me to have to talk to administration for this.
Okay.
So we're asking for an additional 1 week.
Okay.
And there's also those are different days. Sorry, that's a
yeah,
different case.
also, we had reset it also for me to meet with the detective, which I already did. I believe that I've received all the discovery in the case. And that was one of the things, because there's a co-defendant that
All right,
already
so
dealt with this case. So
to get back on the highway and not take the side streets, do you all want the plea deadline date extended?
yes,
Yes,
Your
Your
Honor.
Honor, This at least 1 week.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can you put this either August 28th or the week of August 21st? Which day would you all prefer? The week of August 28th or the week of August 21st?
For to defense.
Well, Your Honor, I may be in trial both weeks.
But maybe not. So do you
but
prefer,
maybe not.
do you prefer the week of August 21st or the week of August 28th?
I think the 20th, just to make sure we have plenty of time and we
That's fine
can
with the state. Though.
discuss the plea offer.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, what date?
I can set it for the 31st, on the 31st.
All right, August 31st, just sign the reset form. The court will not extend the plea deadline dates any further.
Thank you,
Judge.
Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome. All right, what is happening with these cases?
Your Honor, today we.
Because I know you had a new case.
Surveillance video for one of the cases. It looks like discovery is completed. In the other cases, so the 3 cases, but it's the robbery case. So they're going to be providing me a disc of the surveillance video.
She just became aware of some discs that were in the file. I know that, this e-discovery stuff, it's not on e-discovery. It was just not uploaded because it's a security video, Your Honor. We're gonna get those videos to her this week.
Okay.
And just to let you know, this is the individual that was in federal custody, so the actual settings might be a little off because he wasn't here.
All right, so what we'll do is we'll reset this the same date as the other case for August 31st, just to make sure you have your discovery.
Okay.
All right, is there anything else?
Nothing, Your Honor.
All right, Norma, if you can put Ken and Brown on August 31st too.
Your Honor, he's been found competent. We had our hearing last week. I believe it was the 10th.
Okay,
So the only thing I think left is we were able to find the 3rd CAC video. And after court today, we are going to watch it.
all right, and so has an offer been tendered?
Yes, there was an offer tendered with his prior counsel.
Okay.
And I am his newer counsel.
All right, we're going to bring this back on August 31st to make you sure you have all the discovery and you reviewed it with your client. Then it's going to be a quick turnaround for a plea deadline date. All right, Norm, if you can put this case on August 31st as well.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi. So your client is not going to be eligible for Veterans Treatment Court because they say he lives in Indiana.
That's correct.
So he's not going to be eligible for that. So y'all can still do the referral to mental health court, but mental health court, I don't believe he's going to be eligible for that either because he's in Indiana.
That's correct. Judge.
So has an offer been tendered? Do you all have all the,
No, Your Honor, defense counsel wants to present us with some mitigation evidence before we make an offer to him. So I think they want to ask for some time to get that together, to get that over to us.
how much time are you all asking?
Judge, a few weeks, however, but the one thing we'd like to make the court aware of is that he does travel from out of state. He does not reside in Bear County, so we would just like the court maybe to give us a few weeks. Either put the mitigation together and present it, but maybe not have to have him appear. So
Mhm.
he doesn't have to fly back.
For the next
Yeah.
setting, Judge, we wouldn't have any objection if you wanted to, I'm sorry to cut you off. We wouldn't have any objection to him appearing via Zoom, if that's okay with the court for the next setting, Judge.
Okay, just 1 second. What I'm thinking of doing is giving plea deadline date, all your discovery, and giving that to you for 45 days
That's perfect.
and call it back in 45 days and he'll need to be here.
He'll need to be present in 45 days.
Yes. Is that enough time for everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
I think that'll work, Judge.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can I have a 45-day reset? And you all will have to confer off docket and it's a plea deadline date.
September 28th.
All right, September 28th.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Judge.
You're welcome. Yes, once he signs the reset form.
Yes. Nice to see you, Judge.
You too. All right, Mr. Rangel, today is your plea deadline date. Are you accepting the state's offer or not? I'm sorry?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Which case are you all going to proceed on jury trial on?
So it would probably be first the ag assault and then the judge.
All right, and how long are you expecting that trial to last?
2 to 3 days, Judge.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a jury trial date on Miguel Rangel. All right, and it's 2 days and it's criminal trial division. Mr. Rangel,
Yes, ma'am.
today was your plea deadline date. Court would not accept any plea bargain agreements with a good cause. Otherwise, you have to plea open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what date?
I think it's September, we'll do that one on September 12th. Judge.
September 12th?
That's it.
All right, that's your jury trial date and state. I'll need the acknowledgements of discovery.
Yes, Judge.
All right, anything else?
No, Judge.
All right, you'll be brought over dressed for trial in whatever civilian clothing you have at the jail. If you would like to be attired in something different than what they have at the jail, you'll need to sign a clothing exchange. Counsel, if there's an issue with the clothing exchange, let the court know, and we'll see if we can expedite that.
Yes, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Reyes, you were late for court. Why?
I was not late for court. I was here when the door opened.
Ah, you're right. My
No
apologies.
problem.
All right, Mr. Reyes, your attorney can't be present today due to a funeral. So we're going to reset this.
Okay.
And we just received notice of that just now. So Ms. Ferguson, on this, if you can recall it for the week of either August 21st or August 28th.
Your family member?
I have my dad's here.
We
right.
can do, the 22nd. Judge.
All right, so we're going to come back on August 22nd. And if you sign the reset form, then you're excused.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Why were you late for court?
My grandpa's healthcare providers had just shown up right when I was leaving.
Your
I
Honor,
don't understand how that's,
may I?
yes.
His mother, who is here today, is his transportation.
Okay.
He lives with his grandfather and his mother. It's his mother's father's. He's in hospice. And there was basically a transition in the nurse. We've talked about, like, he needs to call me, we need to let you know.
Mhm.
If you want her to talk about it, she definitely will.
Oh, no, that's fine. But here's the thing. I understand that there are issues that pop up with people, but you need to make sure you're in court on time. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sometimes that may involve you taking the VIA bus. I don't know what people have against VIA, I used to ride the VIA bus. I used to ride the bus all the time. There's no shame in riding a bus for transportation because basically transportation, you're trying to get from point A to point B. Sometimes people want to drive in the Rolls Royce or whatever the new $1 million car is. But really, whether that person is driving a Rolls Royce and I'm driving the Dodge hatchback, which they don't make anymore, guess what? It's all going to get us at the same place.
Yes, Your Honor.
So we were scheduled for this MTR, but then the defense attorney was in jury trial in impact court. So where are we on this motion to revoke?
Judge, we are asking for one more reset due to the last one. We've been trying to coordinate getting him into inpatient care and giving him some time with his grandfather as hospice plays itself out. So we would ask for one more reset to put all the pieces together. I think that's what we're gonna ask the court for in the end is inpatient. of
All
some
right,
sort.
so that needs to be done. We keep coming back on this. Here's the thing. The allegations in the motion, either they're true or they're not true. And I'm going to make a decision on what I'm going to do. If we hear this motion and he's an inpatient, maybe I'm not going to let him be an inpatient. Maybe he's going to prison. I don't know. But we're not going to continue to get a reset just so he can get his affairs in order. So this has been going on from the beginning of August. So we're recalling this for the week of August 28th. And everything that needs to be done needs to be done. It's either going to a contested hearing or not. Ms. Ferguson? On John Jett Ellis, can you set this for a contested hearing the week of August 28th? Okay. All right. So it's a contested hearing on August 28th.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Oh, say, hey, Judge.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. I'm sure
Any more trips back to Japan?
I would love to go. I talked to some of my coworkers. And
Mhm.
It's been about 20 years. Like we need a reunion.
Oh my gosh, I've never been. I would love to go. I'm watching
It's amazing.
this person. Her name is Sunday Love.
Uh-huh.
And so she lives in Japan and she's just bought a home in Japan that she's renovating. So I love to watch the travel to see what people are seeing.
Well, once you're in Japan, it's easy to get around anywhere. They've got great public transportation systems.
Well, in her video, she's always riding her bicycle.
Yeah, the bicycle too.
But they said that there's some place, I forget which place it is, the busiest crosswalk or something.
Yeah.
Is it really busy?
It's like a scene from Braveheart, where the armies are clashing and it happens every 10 minutes. There are just thousands of people just all.
Oh, and how long do you have to cross the crosswalk? But I guess, are there cars driving or no?
Oh, yeah. Traffic busy 24/7. I mean, it never lets up.
So how long do you have to get through the crosswalk?
You've got your 30 seconds or so to get across the street.
Oh my, and if you don't, what happens?
Out of there.
Yeah, you just made sure you crossed it.
Everybody makes it, right?
Yeah, that is on my list to do. She did an episode once where she was just to see the cherry blossoms.
Yeah.
And then they had a hard rain. She's like, But there was some place she went, I can't think of the name of it, but you have the boat ride.
Huh.
And you do the canoe and you do the canoe yourself. And
That's fun.
there are the cherry blossoms that come overhead and it ends up being a beautiful photo. But of course, she said it's super crowded. So
Right. Spring is a good time to go see the cherry blossoms, but fall is also great weather.
is it very cold there? Does it snow?
Sometimes, like here, like every 15 years or something like that, 15, 20 years.
Okay.
But it is cold because it's on the water. So in the winter, when the wind comes off the water, it's like ice blast.
How did you enjoy teaching there? Was it?
I was great. I mean, my students were great and they had a fun time. And they wanted the teachers to be upbeat and happy and make sure everyone had fun in their classes. So I got to be my silly self. And You know?
Oh, wow.
It was great.
Oh, awesome. So were you teaching English or what were you teaching?
Yeah, English conversation. And so it was a school that had like total immersion. So even if we could speak Japanese, I said, don't do it, but every once in a while you get stuck. Like, there's no direct translation for a lot of stuff. And so I'd have to pull up the dictionary and go, it's this, and everyone goes, oh, okay, finally I understand.
Oh, wow. That is awesome.
I mean, it's funny, they always ask like, well, what's the word for this and that? And like these little tables all over Japan, they have heaters underneath them, right? And so you're sitting kind of on the floor and you put your legs under the table with the heaters, it's covered up. So they're asking, well, what are those called? And it's like, they're not called anything. They just don't exist in America.
No,
You know, it's like, that's just not a thing we have. It's like, so there's no word for that.
a table with a heater on it.
Low table heater thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, wow. I'm gonna have to, when I am able to go, I'm gonna call you so you can tell me what I need to do.
We'll go together.
Okay, awesome.
I'll take you around.
All right, have a good one.
Thank you.